Are you finding that you are drowning in a sea of parenting information on the internet, but not sure what's the right thing that will actually help your traumatized child begin to follow your lead and make better decisions in their own lives? You know, you're not alone. The behavior that rises up is super overwhelming, right? Even when you throw your hands up and try the advice of family and friends and be like, okay, quit bugging me, I'll try it, you find out that that stuff just doesn't work. And the situation actually does get worse. There are bigger and bigger blowups. Let me tell you a little something about the things that really, really will not work. Sending your child to therapy, where a big part of the therapy is building rapport, creating a relationship with the therapist. I'm not saying it's wrong for a therapist to want to create rapport with a child, not at all. But what I am saying is that there's a better option for healing than handing your child off to a therapist once a week for an hour. And that is learning to be an expert in your own home about your own child. You need to build rapport and a relationship with your child just like a therapist does. Another thing that won't work is using advice from family and friends in the direction of things like make your kid do it. If they don't do what they're told, then ground them. Take away their favorite things, force them to do what you think they should be doing. This will work once or twice, and usually when your child's young, but it will eventually fail. I promise you that. And you will find yourself in a world of hurt when it does. Using things like spanking, threatening, or being forceful with them will not work. You can get away with it for a little while because you're bigger. When their bodies get bigger and their desire to win takes over, they will rise up against you with more force than you originally gave them, I promise. You probably already learned that behavioral interventions with rewards and consequences don't work either. Throw those sticker charts away. They might work once or twice, but they're not going to work long term, so why bother? Something that is counterintuitive is the reality that lecturing your child over and over about what the rules are and how they need to follow them, that will not work. And you want to know why? Because your kids already know the rules. Just ask them. Ask them about any of the rules that you have, and they will be able to tell you exactly what the rules are. But what's the problem? They don't have the executive function to follow the rules. That requires another skill set, and they don't have it yet. Top down, telling, lecturing will not work. Finally, if you do resort to going to therapy, trauma-informed therapies often don't work either because, again, they're top down. They're cognitive behavioral learning that your child doesn't have the brain power to use. It doesn't work until this part of your child's brain is online, and that's a long time down the road. So don't go to trauma-informed therapies that are cognitive behavioral until your child actually has that part of the brain, which means they're already doing cause and effect thinking, and they are able to listen to you and follow the rules. Those are kids who can go to therapy and actually make use of it if it's cognitive behavioral therapy.